Hey, good morning, guys. That's special effects on Jelly Bean Hikes. I'm older, don't really know how to use any of this stuff, and my thing is really just trying to get the idea out there. But good morning, and thank you for watching Jelly Bean Hikes. Today is going to be an exciting video. Today, cleaning our down. You know, it's something that a lot of people don't think about because, you know, hey, you're out on trail, right? And doing it on trail is a pain in the bum. I would never do it unless you dedicate a few days off, because it takes a whole day, really. I mean, at least a half a day to do it right. You gotta do it slow. You gotta wash it real carefully. You wanna rinse it, dry it. It's all gotta be careful. So I'm just gonna show you real quick how I do that, a couple of steps. And also, I wanna just briefly touch on one little point. I was talking to a person outside of Houston the other day at an REI, and she was getting ready for a thru hike and buying some stuff. And the salesperson mentioned that I had just done the PCT and I was going to hike the AT, and she was buying some gear and just asked me some questions. Now, one thing I hated doing was kind of saying differently than the REI person was, because I was in the store and I felt bad. You know, it's their store, it's their job. And I hated doing that, but there's nothing wrong with buying a heavier sleeping bag. Do not let me talk you out of it, trust me. But one thing I really wish I would have talked to the young lady about, and I really wasn't thinking about it, was she was upping from a 20-degree bag to a 15-degree bag. And the bag seemed pretty heavy to me, but you know, each to their own. Again, do not let me change what you buy. But I just wanted to put out there, if you've got a bag and you think it's going to be a little too chilly, now remember, you can always get a liner, and then you have a layering system. Now, I'm going to show you my down. My sleeping bag or quilt really didn't get that dirty because I wear a set of sleeping clothes every night. Socks, bottoms, and top, and a lid. Now, if it's super hot, obviously I'm not going to be in the quilt, but I'm always going to wear something. In the worst possible sense, if it gets nasty, hot, humid, I would just lay on top of a sheet on top of my sleeping pad. But just remember, you can always sleep in your puffy, you can always sleep in your base layer, and you can add extra clothing. So remember, you don't have to have a bag that just by itself is going to do the whole job. Excuse me. Remember, you can always layer different things. Sleeping in your puffy, a lot of times you're going to have to do it. It may get so chilly out there, you might hit a cold snap, especially if you're leaving like pretty soon. You're going to hit some really cold weather. And you may have a 0-degree bag, but that's, you know, that's not comfort. That's survivability, basically. So remember, a 0-degree bag isn't going to keep you warm and toasty to 0. It may keep you warm to 20, 25, 30. Again, depends on the manufacturer. So remember, always layer if it gets colder. Just another idea, and I wish I had talked to or mentioned that to the young lady. But hey, as long as she's happy, that's all that matters. So I don't want to change anybody's hike. I want you to do your own thing. I'm just here to give you kind of what I do and maybe some options. So, all right, guys, thank you for joining me today on Jelly Bean Hikes for this exciting gear wash video. So, all right, let's get to it. Good morning, guys, and thanks for joining me on today's gear wash video. Now, this is going to be an exciting video, let me tell you. So, my quilt, I used it for the whole time on the PCT, as long as my puppy. So, before I get ready to hike the AT, I'm going to wash my quilt and my puppy. So here it is. And obviously you can see I don't have a tub, it's only like a 4-inch rise, so I had to block off the drain. And I've got those being washed right now, well, wetting with hand hot water and down cleaner. Then I will get in there. It's just about full, so we're going to shut the water off. And now we are going to climb in and massage gently for the down. Alright guys, I know a lot of you guys aren't old enough to remember this, but there was a show on TV called Lucille Ball. Des Yarnez and Lucille Ball. Reminds me of the grape scene. So alright, I'm going to get in here and do this. I filled the tub up a little higher than I should have. So we'll try to get some of that water out. And we're going to do this for probably 15-20 minutes. Water's being shut off at the place I'm staying today for repair work. So I've got to get this done kind of quick and get it rinsed. So, alright guys, I'll show you how dirty the water gets. Alright guys, so that is how dirty the water got. That's not too bad for 6 months hiking. I think most of that was from the puffy. Like I said in previous videos, I sleep in a dedicated sleep clothes. So most of the dirt is in those sleep clothes, and it gets washed every time I go to town. So that's pretty darn good for a quilt and a puffy for 6 months on trail. So alright guys, now I'm going to rinse and repeat a couple times and slowly dry. Alright guys, so now we are rinsing. Going to repeat this for a couple times, make sure I get all that cleaner out of the down, and then we will go down to the dryers. Alright, they have been rinsed several times, the puffy jacket there and the quilt, and where I am, they're commercial washers, so I can't just spin dry. I would put these in the washer if I was at home and spin dry them, just spin them to get some of the excess water out and then put them in the dryer. But since I can't do that, I'm just going to let them hang here for a while, several hours, try to drip all the water I can out. Then I'll put them in the dryer, 5 minutes, take them out, fluff them up, put them back in, repeat. Alright guys, part 2. Quilt and puffy going into the dryer. Now I'm going to put it on the lowest setting, and then every 5 minutes I'm going to pull it out and shake it. So I'm going to let it happen. Alright folks, so now every few minutes I take it out of the dryer and I just break up the clumps. Obviously it's better with 2 hands, but break up the clumps, shake them around, try to get them as best as possible broken up, and that's going to first off help with the loft and make it dry quicker. So we're going to keep doing that for the whole hour or until the clumps break up and it makes everything feel nice and warm dry. Alright, we're going to keep going. Alright guys, so I started about 9 a.m. and now it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock. So it took me about 6 hours to clean my quilt and my puffy. So again, it's not quick, not easy, and again, not something you want to do on trail. I mean, it's going to take your whole day up, but kind of showed you what I did, and I kept in the dryer, kept pulling it out, breaking up the down, and now it's good and happy. So alright guys, so that's just part of the gear work you got to do when you're not on trail. So alright, have a great day, afternoon, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Hey, and again, thank you for watching, and again, just trying to show you things that you have to do when you're in a hotel or getting ready for a thru hike. All right, guys, have a great day.